Corey, what was your first thought when you came into this house?
Oh my God.
Welcome to another edition of This Old Crack House. I am your host, Angry Cops, AC for short, and I am wearing the home's Lord and Savior, Basement Jesus, on my shirt right now. We'll talk to Basement Jesus later on. And he's moved again because things have changed. But that's okay. We're going to get down to the nitty gritty here. It's been a little while since we had this conversation, a little back and forth here, right? I'm currently standing on, you can't see it, a whole bunch of the old heating pipes from the boiler system that were removed. So we're going to talk about the removal and the replacement of the heating system. We're going to talk about area beautification, walls looking pretty, getting some smegma taken off the walls, and a weird story about how the water was going to cost me a lot of money, but then, thank God it didn't. Join me, won't you? So this is the majority of the pipes that we had sticking up in the rafters that used to be attached to the boiler that have since been removed by a fantastic person on Craigslist that I was able to get a hold of and get a new furnace. He's removed a whole bunch of those pipes and put in some ductwork. All right, all shiny and new. Look at this. I don't know what any of this is. It's a whole bunch of nifty, neato wires and doodads. The outstanding young man that is doing this, my HVAC system, the heating element for the house furnace, we had a long sit-down conversation about what the best idea was, and instead of doing the furnace up in the attic blowing hot air down to the second floor and this basement one blowing hot air up to the first floor, we decided we were going to tear apart some walls. More walls than what I wanted to do, so that we could save money on just the one furnace and heat the rest of the house and just do a little bit of extra drywall. So it was do a couple $100 extra drywall, maybe $1,000, or do $3,000 to $4,000 more for a second furnace. Now I'm not here to waste the money that you guys have spent on Basement Jesus t-shirts and This Old Crack House t-shirts on frivolous extra furnaces. All right, I'm trying to be frugal. I need to be frugal so I'm not in the poorhouse or the crack house, as it were. Oh, could you imagine me living in this and trying to fix it at the same time? I can, and it's a nightmare. Anywho, so I'm saving money, trying to be smart. But let's walk around. This is where all the pipes used to be. Very nice. Little ebb and flow. We still have some old pipes up here that he said he was gonna take away. Now it's been, we're pushing 3 weeks. Yeah, we're pushing like 3 weeks now, so. And scrap sucks. You would get more for scrap, but right now because of the recession, scrapping shit, it's dropped in price so much that I think he might hang on to it for a little while or just try to stow it here until he can take it all out and chuck it in a scrap heap at some recycling joint and get, I don't want to say top dollar, but some better prices for it. Can't blame him for it. Wish he was out of here. Unfortunately, the basement looks like shit again because you got the old boiler here, which I'll be selling on Craigslist, so, which is only 1.5 years old and works fine. You can go right ahead and hit me up in those comments. Oh, we're going to be getting rid of the hot water tank. Talked it over. We're ditching the hot water tank. We're going to go with a tankless water heater because it's a small house. Why not? You know, selling points, I guess. Ignore this. Never mind. We're not even going to talk about that. Just ignore it. That's just a space heater that didn't do anything. But we're not going to talk about it. Okay, this is going to be hard to explain. I'm going to try and do it as quickly and as simply as possible. This, Jesus, can you even see it? This is my water meter. And we need water in order to work the steamers to get the
wallpaper off of the walls throughout the entirety of this fucking house because wallpaper's cool, said no one ever. And this is the fun story that has to do with this water meter. The guys that are removing the wallpaper from the rest of the house need water in order to work the steamers and remove the wallpaper from the home. But there's no water. They came down here, they looked upstairs, they worked the faucets, there's no water. They say, hey, AC, we need water. And I go, okay, I got you. I go to the water authority, hey, I need my water turned on, guys. I know you turned it off when it was flooding the house when that asshole kid that I hope I find in the streets decided to flood the entire home, but I need it back on now. They go, okay, cool, we'll send somebody out. They send somebody out. They come down. They say, hey, man, your water's on. I go, what do you mean it's on? They're out in the little street. They're like, we can't turn it off. There was never an order to turn it off. We never turned it off. I go, then how is it off? And they go, we don't know. What? So we come down here, and here's where the story gets convoluted and strange. The main water line out by the street is on. So that means water's coming to this house. And one of the water guys comes down here and says, wait, this is on. So if the water's on out there and the water's on in here, why is there no water? And after 5 or 10 minutes of talking, we're wondering if the line in between the main and the house busted or is sealed somehow. Which means I'm going to have to pay a plumber 10 grand, yes, 10 grand, to dig up the front lawn and fix it. Well, lucky for us, there was a second guy there who decided to take a look at this because it was just so strange. And it turns out that the two knobs weren't both turned on. This one was turned on, but this one was turned off. So there's no water coming through. So you turn them both on, and water started running through. Now, where did the water start running through? That's an interesting story.
If this is the water meter, the water would be running through the pipes and then up into the house. But instead, the pipe burst. And it's not connected to anything anymore. It's just going to shoot right out all over the floor. So I have to get some Pexit and put that on so that I can get a faucet. That way, I can start working water to the rest of the house. And the horrible bathroom that I'm going to have to destroy in the future.
So that is my water story. I didn't need anybody here because I could turn the water on myself. But I had to wait, create an appointment, get scared shitless that I was going to have to dig up the whole front yard, to then find out that I actually had water, and I am an idiot. But if you've been watching this series, you already know that, so no surprise there. Oh, look, camera focus, that's fucking great. The rest of the house is still in shambles. This is the kitchen with all of its junk and crap and scrap and shitty walls still up, but here we have one of our new furnace pipelines. This is for hot air to go up. I think it could be a return. Is this a return? Shit, I know nothing about heating. No, this is going upstairs. Yeah, that's not a return. That's going upstairs. That's for heating. I hope. Along with this in the living room are going upstairs to heat the second floor bedrooms, 2 of them. I'm gonna try and keep as much lath and plaster up and go over it or butt drywall up next to it and then cover it over. God, I really hope that I can do that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a lump in my wall.
Hey there, Mr. Heating Vent. You're gonna be heating up here. That's fantastic. We need to get you covered so dust and debris and how much bullshit doesn't get inside you. Like an STD.
Nice. What the fuck is that? I don't think that's supposed to be like that. Is this supposed to be above? Not below? Well, he's not done yet. So, we'll talk about that later. I'm not gonna lie, the trim in here is actually kind of shitty anyway, so. No, it isn't. It's only there. Fuck. Wait, yeah, see, because this one's a different size. Or height.
Like, this one's so much lower. This one. No, it's got it. Well, shit. That's a lot of extra wall. Oh, I gotta talk to my fucking heating guy. All right, let's go look at the wallpaper coming down. Asbestos. No, there's no asbestos. Cor, is this room in the hallway? I guess these are the only rooms that have drywall, or I mean, the whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
The wallpaper right now, huh?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And then downstairs.
Yeah, then the whole downstairs has everything. Okay. This is Corey.
Hey, how we doing?
I'm gonna focus on you, Corey. Yeah, now you got focus. Corey's helping get rid of all the shitty wallpaper. This is gonna be the master bedroom once we tear down this wall and put a beam up. So all this shitty toilet paper is now on the ground. This horrible waves of grain 1960s wallpaper is going down to the ground. And he's crushing it. He's got to steam it off because it's filled with goo and bad glue and stuff. Were you able to use the, what's it called? Fabric softener at all? Or
Yes.
did that work?
That actually worked very well.
Knew it. And Corey's got the whole hallway down. Done. Now he's going downstairs. Oh! You're hitting the horrible, ugly green, weird animal intestine blots on the wall and getting those gone. Fantastic. Corey, what was your first thought when you came into this house?
Oh my god.
Yes! Yes! Because it is the pit of despair.
Yep.
Okay, I gotta hurry up. Basement Jesus. My battery's dying, Basement Jesus. Basement Jesus, you moved. Yes. Okay, cool. You're still here. And you're gonna stay. Dearest Basement Jesus. 2 steps forward, 1 step backward, God. The basement looks like trash again. There's a whole bunch of poop everywhere. I don't know what's going on with the HVAC guy. There's holes in the walls on the 2nd floor, and they're all different sizes, and one's really big. One's a really big hole, Lord. We're gonna have to talk about that, and I ask that you please send him blessings so that his mind, guide his hand and his eye and mind to not jack up the house anymore. And also that he might pick up the metal that he smited out of this home. It's starting to look good. We're getting the horrible drywall off the walls that looks like asbestos. It's not asbestos, but Basement Jesus, please help me sell the boiler for $600 so that I can offset some of the cost of getting rid of all the horrible wallpaper in this house. So if I can sell for $6, it's just gonna cost me a couple $100 more to pay Corey. And you're my friend. Amen. Oh yeah, so this is where you turn my water on and off. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. You know, just take that off like that, but it's the way they left it, so. Yeah, we should be fine. If you enjoyed today's episode of This Old Crack House, might I suggest purchasing a Basement Jesus t-shirt? And if you're still on the fence about it, consider this. I had to buy a furnace and pay to have it installed. Do you know how much that costs? I could use some money. Give and take in our relationship, right? From now through Christmas, I'll give you 15% off of everything at angrycops.com with the code KNIFEHAND. So you can get this or This Old Crack House t-shirt for 15% off.